What's happening, guys? Welcome back to Ouija Street, where today we are going to be starting a new series called People Make Glasgow. And for today's first episode, we are going to be doing it about a group of people who you and I are probably well aware of. You probably see them anytime you're in the city centre, or any city for that fact. Some walk by unamused, whilst other people really appreciate their talent and art. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, where we are going to be interviewing the local buskers in Glasgow, as well as the public as well, just to get their opinion on it, and also see what life's like for a busker out in these streets. Hi, I'm here with
Ross Patterson.
Nice to meet you, Ross. So first of all, just a quick question, start it off, what is it like busking out in the streets of Glasgow?
So this is one of my first times, but so far it's been pretty good. Everyone's been friendly, I've not really had any problems. It's quite good.
Nice, that's good. I mean, because a lot of people have said that Glasgow's got really good people in it, so that doesn't surprise me. So, leading on from that, what made you want to come out and do this, if this is your first time?
So, funnily enough, I was piping at a wedding this morning in Cottiers, and I decided, since I'm in Glasgow anyway, I may as well come down, see what's going on down here and give the pipes a wee blow. So.
No, fair enough, that's good. I think you've done pretty well. I mean, I noticed from way down the street we heard you and we're like, wow, that is amazing. What made you want to learn the bagpipe specifically? Because I think they're such an interesting instrument.
So for me, I was always quite lucky that my granddad played, my gran played, my dad and mum both also played. They met through piping, and then I decided that I was going to take up lessons. But originally when I took it up, I didn't really sort of enjoy it. I didn't put as much time and effort into it as I do now, and I took a bit of a break and decided to come back to it because I still sort of really liked the instrument, wanted to get better at it, and actually put some proper effort into it this time, and then went back to it and haven't looked back since, so it's been great.
Fair enough, and you seem to be doing well. I mean, I think that sounds amazing. So specifically, how many years in total has it been, because you said you kind of stopped, how many years in total was it you've played the bagpipes for?
So when I was about 10 or something, I probably played for maybe a year and a bit, and then sort of took a bit of time out and then got back into it about 2 years ago. So I think it's about 2 years ago now. So it's...
Wow. I mean, I can say this because it takes a lot of patience to learn the bagpipes. So it's very interesting. I like the whole attire, the kilt, and so do you like Scottish culture, or is it mainly just the bagpipes in general?
So I definitely say Scottish culture in terms of pipe bands and everything is something I really can get behind. And then I'm going later this year in July, at the end of July, I'm going over to France with a Scottish sort of group of us that are making up a pipe band to go over. So it's, I think, definitely a big part of Scottish culture, be able to share it with other countries, and then the French bands have got their take on our culture and their own culture and twist on it and everything, so it's, definitely.
I think that's that's a very interesting way to look at it. So do you mind running us through just kind of what you're wearing, maybe, if it means anything significant just to the audience?
So this is my Argyle piping jacket. It's actually quite comfortable.
Nice.
It's good for playing in. Then we've got the sporn, and this sporn is, funnily enough, it was my dad's, and it's from a band called Drambuie, who used to be a promotional band for the drink Drambuie. But unfortunately they did shut down 20 years ago or something as a band. I think a bit more than that actually. But it's and then my kilt is a Inveraray tartan. I don't think there's too much to say about that. The band Inveraray and District, who won the Worlds this year, they wear this tartan, or a similar tartan. Then we've got flashes and a ski and do, and they're just decorative. The ski and do used to be for things like cutting the haggis and stuff. Now they're all just plastic, so good luck cutting anything with it. And then we've got our brogues, which have some laces that go a wee bit up for, again, decorative purposes to keep with the uniform. I think that's about it.
Wow, I mean, that's pretty traditional. I mean, this is about traditional as you can get, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I think that was a really good rundown. I learnt actually a lot. I didn't really realise how much was kind of put into it, so I learnt a lot from it. I'm sure the audience will. And just one final question, just to kind of round it off. So I know you said it's only really your first time, but do you see yourself continuing to busk here? Do you think you would like to do something more, so you're more well known, or do you plan on just staying on the streets?
So I think definitely it's been good this time. I wouldn't maybe come back every week, because I feel like people maybe get a bit sick of seeing me here, but definitely now and again I'd definitely come back. It's been really good, and I know other people who come and busk with their pipes as well, and they always say it's good, so definitely worth it. If you've got a set of pipes or any instrument, come down.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I agree. I mean, I've enjoyed it. I'm sure everybody here's enjoyed it. We've seen people getting photos with you, so I think it's safe to say the Glaswegian public love it. And do you have any socials you'd like to promote or anything like that?
Yeah, so my Instagram is RJP Piping, and on there you can message me, or it's got my email and everything. You can get in touch there. I do weddings, funerals, or any other function that you want a piper for, and I cover pretty much the whole of central Scotland.
Just one final thing, just from you. If the people of Glasgow are watching this video right now, or say anybody in the world is watching this, like, what would you say to them? Just whatever, anything you could say, what would it be?
I suppose to everyone watching the world, enjoy your culture, share it with others, and I think the best part about culture is if we all respect each other, we all can understand each other more, and I think culture is definitely something that gets a bit lost in all sorts of things going on. So it's definitely explore your culture, learn other people's cultures, and enjoy them for what they are.
Yeah, no, that's a great way to put it. Well, thank you very much for the interview. I appreciate it. Hi, I'm here with
Anastasia.
Nice to meet you, Anastasia. So Anastasia is obviously a busker out here. So just, a quick question, like, how long have you been busking in Glasgow specifically for?
Well, on and off since I was 12. I'm 19 now, so it's been quite a long time. I got ill and I was in a wheelchair, and I also used to come here busking in my wheelchair, and I had to learn how to walk again, and now I'm back at it. So I've been doing it for quite a long time now.
Fair enough. So yeah, so I take it you're originally from Glasgow?
I'm actually from North Ayrshire, but I love coming up here, and ever since I was little I used to always love going, like, seeing the buskers walk past, so it's always it's like the best vibes always, like whenever I busk here at night. Usually at night time there's like street parties starting, everybody starts dancing and people are coming like with their wee wains, and you're seeing like the Neds dancing with like these old folk, and then the old folk dancing with like all the groups, the Goths, the Neds that people normally hate each other, they all come and dance and have a street party in Buchanan Street. It's bloody brilliant.
See, that's a weird thing, because I've seen that quite a few times myself, but just a question on that, so would you say that that's probably one of your favourite nights when things like that happen, when people come together?
Definitely, yeah. It's what makes it all worthwhile. Like, for me it's not even about the money or anything, like obviously it's good to get the bills paid, but for me it's genuinely like getting to look at folk enjoying themselves and having a good time, and just like they just totally let loose in the street and they don't care. So it's so nice to be able to like be that kind of performer that lets people do that. It's amazing. It's the best feeling in the world.
It seems like it. So speaking of busking, you said you've been doing it since you were 12. Do you continue to plan on busking, or do you have like other ideas for the future of what you would like to do?
Well, I do private events and stuff like that as well, and I write my own music. So this year I'm working on getting my album out, and so I've been in the studio. So that's kind of why I'm busking, to be honest, so that I can like pay for the studio and get my album out. But as much as it's my job, I love it, and it's I'm really lucky to be able to do something that I love so much and that I really enjoy for my job, and it gets me somewhere. But the plan is just to get all my own music out there, and it doesn't matter how many albums I've got out, I'll still come out busking. Like it's always going to be a part of my heart. Yeah,
it's kind of ingrained in you.
Yeah.
That's a pretty nice thing. I mean, so you were saying obviously about your album. Do you have a title for the album yet that you can say, or?
Not yet. I do have some stuff, like I have some sneak peeks on my Facebook page and YouTube, which is Anastasia. Peep that. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, basically everything, I think. And I'll be kind of doing some sneak peeks of my releases on there, so hopefully tune in.
Definitely tune in, watch Anastasia, see what her music's all about, guys.
Definitely.
Is there anything, and just before we close off, is there anything you'd like to say everybody in Glasgow's watching this right now, what is one thing or like anything you could say to them right now, what would it be?
Just to keep on enjoying yourself and never change, ever. Glasgow, like, the people here are the friendliest, the nicest, and just don't ever be afraid of other people's judgments or what other people think. Just constantly do what makes you happy and live your life, man. There.
I agree, that's it.
In your eyes, or is it this dancing shoe? Who cares, baby? I'm gonna marry you.
Hi, I'm here with
Caitlin Carmichael.
Hi, nice to meet you. So, first question I just want to ask is, what's your opinion on the buskers here in Glasgow?
I think they're like really talented, and like I think they're doing it like just to get a bit of cash, and like even if they're not, I think they're doing like really well at it, because like they must have like the confidence to be like going out and doing it. If like I think they're really good at it, and yeah.
I agree. I mean, it takes a lot of courage for a start, because you can't just. I don't think anybody came out and just do that. So, fair enough. But when you're seeing all these buskers, because there's quite a few, like, do you ever just stop and just listen to the music, or do you mainly just walk past? Like, what's your kind of?
I mean, sometimes, like earlier on when I was walking, I gave £1 to a wee guy playing a guitar, and I was like just stood and listened, because like I feel like they deserve like that like attention, because they're like putting themselves out there, and I'm like, no, everyone's just passing by them. I was like, that's dead rude. I'm going to stand and watch, give them a bit of courage, So.
No, I think that's actually a really nice thing, because that's one thing that I think a lot of buskers are lacking, is the support from the public. But I have heard a few stories of people like being good with the buskers and stuff, because at the end of the day, I think a lot of Glaswegians really appreciate it, but you just get those few. So but I think those good ones make out for the bad ones. So I think overall, I think the buskers do appreciate it, like, because I know a lot of them will just sit and play, but I think a lot of them deep down there, I'm really thankful for that. So no, I'm glad I think that's good that you say that, because not many people I know stop to do it. So yeah, just continuing on, what is there a particular type of busker that sticks out to you? One that maybe you see frequently, or maybe a certain type of busker that sticks out?
I mean, I'm not here a lot, but like I don't know any like personally, if that makes sense, but like whenever I just see one, I just stop and listen, because they deserve it.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. So how often would you say that you see buskers around here? Would you say that it is frequently, or every so often?
Yeah, it's a lot. I see them, but I stop by when like I can, like when I have the time. I always just like stop and listen.
So you're like a supporter, would you say, of the buskers then?
Yeah, I'd say I support them. Like, I don't really have an opinion on them, but I do say that like they deserve that like attention.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. And speaking of, obviously we're talking about Glasgow right now, but if you've ever been to any other cities and seen buskers, like, would you say that there's a difference, or would you say that there's more in Glasgow compared to other places, if you have seen any?
I haven't seen any, but here's I see a lot of them.
No, yeah, that's true. I mean, I think that's a staple of what makes the city centre, so 100%. And just quickly before we wrap things up, you've got any social media or something like you want to shout out?
I'm on TikTok. It's called Caitlin Loves Billie Eilish, and that's my social.
There you go. Anything else, or?
No.
No? Well, thanks very much. Hi, I'm here with
Francis Bond.
And obviously you're a busker on the streets of Glasgow here. So just one of the first questions we have are you originally from Glasgow?
No, I'm from Lagos, Nigeria.
Nice. So just a comparison quickly, what would you say that you prefer, Glasgow or Nigeria? Like, overall, what's one thing about it that you maybe like most better than the others?
The people.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. So speaking of busking and that, so we've noticed you here quite a few times in that. Is there a reason why, particularly, that you've chose this spot to singing and performing?
As a songwriter, Buchanan Street has inspired a lot of songs, so I just feel like connected when I come here to sing, and the people, it's like central, so I get to meet a lot of people, make new friends, so I just love it.
Nice. And speaking of your music, how long have you been doing this for?
I think I've been singing since they gave birth to me, but I discovered my talent like much later when I started to play the guitar, and that's how I started writing songs. Yeah.
Nice. Do you have a future for busking? Do you plan on keep doing this, or is there other things in the future you'd like to do instead?
I don't want to busk forever, but even if I become big, I still want to come back to like do 1 or 2 shows. But for me, it's just a platform to get to meet people, to talk about my projects. Like, I have a new album, Rent is Due, and
nice.
What other way to promote it than to come out to the streets and just share with the people. Yeah.
So you heard it, guys. Make sure to go check out Rent is Due by Francis. He's out here all the time in Glasgow. So yeah, let's hold that up. Check it out, guys. Check it out.
Glasgow, you ready now? Come on. Oh, they came in as you come around and they're gripping with the girl next door. That's right. Picture this to my phone, but they keep banging on the bedroom floor. How can I forget that I had given her an extra key? All this time she was standing there saying, listen up. Hurry up and protect woman access to your villa. What's her witness while you hold on to your pillar? You better watch your back before she turn into a killer. Let's review the situation, nothing got up, you know. To be a true player, you know how he play. If you say a night, come this I say a day. Never harm me to a word that you say. And if you clever, you tell her, baby, no way.
Hi, I'm here with
Samuel Floyd.
Nice to meet you, Samuel. So just to start off, are you originally from Glasgow?
I'm from Edinburgh, but I've been living in Glasgow for about 7 years.
Nice. So what was it that brought you to Glasgow in particular? Or?
The music, really, yeah. There's just more going on. More gigs, more venues, more bands.
How would you say you found it in Glasgow, say, compared to Edinburgh? Like, were you busking when you were in Edinburgh, or was it only when you came to Glasgow sort of thing?
I've tried busking in Edinburgh a wee bit. You're competing with a lot more bagpipes.
Ah, yeah.
So yeah, I've not done nearly as much in Edinburgh. I've gotten more into it recently, so can't say massively, but I definitely feel more of a warm welcome here busking, I think.
That's good, yeah. So obviously we can see right behind where you're playing the saxophone.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing that for?
So I've actually only been playing the saxophone for about 7 months, I think.
Wow.
But I've been playing music for a long time. I started off playing piano when I was very young, then took up drums, played a bit of, taught myself guitar, bass, a bit of vocals, and then I was just like really wanted to try something different, and the saxophone was calling me. I'd been listening to a lot of jazz music, so yeah.
So is jazz music your sort of genre, like your thing, or?
I mean, I play a lot of different kinds of music. I have my own project called Atoll Blues, where we play kind of a mixture of folk, psychedelic rock, and a bit of jazz influence in there as well. Been introducing the saxophone into that, and we've got some sort of free-form sections in some of the songs that have worked really well with the saxophone.
Nice. So, you know, whilst using the saxophone, you said you've only been playing it for 7 months, so how have you found it trying to learn it? Because it seems quite intricate. Like, I mean, it might not be, but to me it looks pretty, there's a lot of things on it.
It's really good fun. It's quite a feat of engineering, I think, the instrument itself. It's only a couple hundred years old as an instrument. It's one of those things, you know, because if you understand music theory, you just got to learn how to apply that to the new instrument. So I've just spent hours and hours. I've probably spent hundreds of hours already at this point, just practicing my scales, practicing arpeggios, and using that to then just improvise over different songs. And I find that such a joy that that's what I'm doing when I'm out here. You know, I'm just improvising over stuff. Mostly I'll learn little bits to be able to join in with the melody, and then I'll just go off and sort of freestyle it. And that's what I love about the saxophone, you know, it can just soar over the top of everything else.
No, that's true, yeah, because you were saying you do it, you know, obviously you come out here and, you know, you perform everybody, so do you do this mainly for the public's entertainment, or do you do it more to get yourself out there, or is it for a mixture of reasons?
I mean, I've not. So recently, it's mostly just been for myself and a little bit of extra change. You can see I've not really got my signs up or anything. I need to get on that, but I've just been kind of testing the waters, getting back into it recently with the saxophone, because I've been out before with my guitar and all that, but yeah, just kind of dipping my toe in with the saxophone and getting a feel for it. So. Yeah, I mean, I love the interactions that you have with people on the street as well, like people coming up and telling you that they're enjoying it, or that there's a guy came over earlier and he's just like, you make people happy, and like, what more can you ask for, really?
Oh yeah, I mean, I agree, because when we were coming down here, we heard it from all the way, and one of us was like, what's that, is that a saxophone? We immediately withdrew to it. And I think that's the thing about it, is the fact that there's not many people that play instruments like the saxophone. It's usually guitar or, you know, stuff like that, but you seem like you actually have brought something new to Glasgow, and people really seem to like it. So I mean, and speaking of that, I know you were saying about your setup and stuff, would you like to, you know, give any of your social medias to the camera for people to go follow?
Sure. So my main project is called Atoll Blues, and it's spelled ATOLLBLUES. Just at in front of that for Instagram. Got a wee website as well called lucidsound.studio. You can find all the information about my band and the gigs that we have, and all the links and everything are there. I do teach as well, I teach music, so you can find that information there if you're interested. And yeah, we've got a gig coming up actually on the 27th of June, Flying Duck, and that should be a good one. And we've got support from a band called Cough Alley, who have a flute player as well. So it's going to be some nice, cool, folky and kind of rock vibes. And like I say, definitely jazz influences, psychedelic for sure. Come on down.
Yeah, check it out, guys. Make sure you go check him out. Well, thank you very much for the interview, though. It was nice to meet you.
Cheers.
Thank you. Hi, I'm here with
June. Sandra.
Well, nice to meet you both. Just have a couple of questions about buskers. First of all, what is both of your opinions on buskers?
I love the buskers. Coming into Glasgow is what all buskers are about. It's a good platform for TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and some of the artists in Glasgow are better than the ones you pay to see in concert.
Definitely, I agree with June there.
Well, there you go. So, you know, obviously you see buskers quite frequently in Glasgow. Like, how often would you say you stop and listen to the music that they're playing?
Oh, if they're good, we stop and we have a wee dance. If they're no good, we probably just walk on.
Is that the same with you?
But the majority of them are really, really good. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here doing it.
No, that's
Trying to promote themselves, so.
Oh, no, definitely. Have you ever seen a busker and like maybe thought, oh, that person's like too good to be like a busker, sort of, like they should be like way more famous than us?
A lot of the time we see, especially in Glasgow, and you get the ones that just stop randomly playing music and somebody comes up and sings. And that's the unexpected ones in it, and there's loads of talent in Glasgow, and it's brilliant. A Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock, it feels like 2 in the morning a Saturday night, because the streets are full, there's people dancing, people enjoying themselves, and people having fun.
No, that's true. I mean, we've interviewed a few buskers and they've said that's always the people that are walking past that make it the thing, and then the people we've interviewed have said the buskers do it good, so it's kind of comes hand in hand, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Glasgow people.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Glasgow people are so friendly when it comes to this. I've noticed from interviewing like a lot of buskers. So, but if you, for example, if you think a busker's good enough, do you ever like donate money to them if you really think they're good? Or?
I've done it a few times, and always say a share or a thumbs up, or share it on TikTok or Facebook. But I have donated a couple of people.
What about yourself?
Yeah, definitely are.
Yeah, not bad. Well, just maybe one last question. What would you say to the buskers? Says a few buskers watching this. Like, what would you say to them, maybe to keep them going?
Just keep doing it, because the more exposure you get, the better promoted you get, and the chance you've got to make it. So.
And Simon Cowell, have you any day?
There you go. Well, thank you very much, ladies. That's appreciated.
Right, lovely to meet you.
No, it's nice to meet you as well. Nice to meet you. Right, you have a good night. Hi, I'm here with
Esosa.
Nice to meet you. So, how long have you been a busker for, like in general?
I've been busking for around 5-6 years, I think. Yes, mainly Glasgow.
Nice. So, speaking of Glasgow, so are you originally from Glasgow, or did you move here?
No, I'm from Italy, but I moved here around 8 years ago almost. Yeah.
Ah, that's pretty interesting. Italy's a pretty interesting place. So between Italy and Glasgow, what would you say is like a big difference between them? Like a significant difference, whether that's culturally, socially, something like that?
Well, significant differences might be the people. People here are more like warm and yes, what's different? The food.
That's true. Yeah, we do have a lot of Italian restaurants, whether it's accurate or not, I don't know. But yeah, so you said you've been busking for about 8 years, 5 years, sorry. So do you plan on continuing to busk, or are you planning on moving on to like other projects?
I'm also working on other projects, but I still busk because I love it, and it's been my thing since 5 years now, and like I just like the people, how people react. So yes, I think I'll keep busking, but you never know where life takes you.
That is very true. Yeah, that's good. So being in Glasgow and busking, how have you found it overall? Has it been okay, or do people tend to come over and try and annoy you, or are people pretty relaxed when it comes to it?
No, people are very engaging. Like when they hear music, they're all very, as I said, Glaswegians are very warm people, so they all come and greet and they dance, and it makes it very interesting. Yeah, it's never boring.
Oh, definitely. So we've heard you singing songs and music and that, and just to let the audience know, like what genre of music is it that you particularly sing?
I mostly do big ballads and like divas type of music, like Whitney, Mariah Carey, Tina Turner, stuff like that.
Those are some classics. Those are some of my personal favourites. So do you have your own music that you make, or is it just do you do covers?
I do covers, but I'm working on my own music, so. Well, yeah, as I said, we'll see how it goes.
Well, that's good. I'm looking forward to seeing it because, obviously we'd like to promote you. So if there's anything you'd like to say, if you got a TikTok or a YouTube to the audience to go follow it.
My Instagram is Esosa Maxu. Esosa_Maxu.
Well, great. Well, thank you very much for the interview and good luck. Hi, I'm here with.
So my name is Bongo Terry. I'm the bongo of the Scot. I've been playing for drum to entertain the Scot for 18 years in Scotland. Yeah, I'm staying here 19 to 20. I'm Bongo Terry. I'm bongo of the Scot. I play for Alex Simon. I play for Tommy Sheridan. I play for Nicholas Hogan. I play for All in One Banner. I play for a lot of Scottish programs and activists because I'm an activist. My name is Bongo Terry, bongo of the Scot. You can't walk it. You can't. I'm in Glasgow. I love Glasgow. I am happy in being in Glasgow. Glasgow is my favorite town in Scotland. As in Bongo Terry, you know it, all the Scottish people. I love Glasgow because Glasgow people are very generous people. Very friendly people, very people who spread the love. And I love the love, and I always spread the love. Yes, Scotland, I wish you God give you long life, happiness, good health, to be prosper and success and rise. And now what we are in 24th century, we have to get together. Better together is better together. And when we get together, we can work to develop Scotland, help in Scotland. So we have to be together. We have to be together. That's what I'm standing now for the 24th century. Yes, Scotland, good luck. God bless you, Scotland. Yeah, to be together is more better. I wish God give United Kingdom good luck. God bless you all over the world. Let's God give us long life, happiness, good health, to be prosper, success and rise. United Kingdom. We must be united. We must be united. It's a matter of most. In the 24th century, we must be united. Thank you very much. I'm going to sing for special song called Gathering. Gathering. Thank you. Let's gathering, bring peace and love. Let's gathering, bring unity.
thanks so much for watching the video today, guys. We hope you enjoyed it, but we also hope we brought a bit more light to buskers out here in Glasgow, as well as the Glaswegian public opinion. So if you have any ideas for any other future episodes of People Make Glasgow, please let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. See you later.